Unpaid losers, attention! We have customized characters and new characters, so round of applause for everybody. Here is Zen Masters. Ugly gang design. He wanted to be ugly, so I think I succeeded.
Yes, Commander.
Johnny Syme is Janos Kova. Remember to let me know what customizations you want your character to look like. Jim Struckman, let me know what customizations you want. Jim Wolfingham is Kelgast. He wanted to look, I guess, Irish because he's got red hair and green eyes.
Yep.
I did go ahead and redesign you, Macronox, so Mary Kay, who is Scylla, has been redesigned. Captain Gabriel, gotta let me know what you want to look like.
Commander.
Let's welcome aboard Triss Gallant, who is Stephanie on the channel, as Valkyrie. In addition to that, I've got more instructions for you. I will also let you pick what skills you want your characters to have. The basic idea is, I'm not going to go into all, it'll take a little while. You've got gunnery, piloting, guts, and tactics. Gunnery is all about shooting better, so, you know, self-explanatory. Piloting is about being like an ace sort of pilot, very maneuverable, move fast, shoot and move, which is something you normally can't do. Guts is all about taking it up and taking a huge amount of damage. Big fan of the guts tree, by the way. And then tactics is all about scanning, about long-range missile fire, and stuff like that. All of them are very useful, so you tell me which ones you want. For example, because I don't have to pay myself, I guess, am I the unpaid loser? Let's not go there. I've chosen 2 skills in gunnery and 1 skill in guts. Now, we could always max all of them out, but that's what it's going to look like. Here is your ship status report. We have fully repaired the power systems and the structure, and I believe we are, so we're in the process of finishing up the Argus's, or the Argo's, engines. And that's because I want to go really fast so that we waste as few days as possible traveling from planet to planet. Other than that, nothing else has been upgraded. And in order to upgrade the engines, we did have to upgrade some of this stuff here. Like, we needed, like, the power systems needed to be maxed out to get the full engine thrust. Now, for a mech report, we do have some brand new BattleMechs. We recently salvaged a Griffin. This is kind of a jack-of-all-trades kind of mech. It's, if you think of what a mech can do as a triangle of options where you can pick 2 and leave 1, and the 3 options are defense, mobility, and firepower, this mech picks 2 that are armor and mobility, and therefore it gives up on firepower. So this mech doesn't do very much damage for its weight, but it's pretty hard to kill and it moves pretty fast. But the main point is that it's a big old bully. We still have our crab. Unfortunately, I had to scrap the blackjack because it just doesn't fit anymore. And we also have the fire starter. I've been asked to explain the builds a little bit more. That is a very complex thing. I do want to talk about it, but I might not do it in this episode. Maybe I'll talk a little bit about terminology, and that's simply because we'll be here for a very long time if I talk about how everything works. You guys want to get to the action. As far as our position on the map, we are going to be doing this Flashpoint right here, Flashpoint prototype, where it looks like we're going to be working for House Merrick, which is one of the 5 major superpowers, the 5 great houses, and our enemy is another one of the superpowers, House Liao. And we're way over here in the corner, and this Flashpoint has, how long do you have left? You've got 124 days left, and it's 1.5 skulls, and right now, I would say we are capable of doing 2 skull missions. So this should be within our reach. Now, hopefully I'm not overreaching. Let's see. The engagement length is long, which means it's going to be several missions long. Consecutive deployments, ooh, that's very exhausting. Consecutive deployments are difficult. The definition here is Flashpoints may require you to deploy lances. A lance is a team of 4 BattleMechs on consecutive missions with no time to heal or repair between them. Expect to field at least 2 full lances during this Flashpoint. So we're going to have to be a little careful because we don't have 8 BattleMechs. So our bonus reward will be a rare light mech in addition to whatever payment we get. And the tonnage requirements is that we're going to need to deploy. Okay, so this one, there's a maximum amount of tonnage that we can deploy, meaning they might say you can deploy no more than 200 tons. That might be an example of a restriction. So we couldn't just dump everything in the world at it. I have a highly delicate contract that requires your immediate attention. The task at hand is sensitive to the point that it cannot be discussed over an open channel. Meet me in the Duchy of Andurien and I'll fill you in on the details. So let's get the debriefing. Prototype. High orbit over Fagerholm. Davinder Singh, who is our mercenary representative from the Free Worlds League, which is House Merrick. Commander Fox. Before we begin, you must understand that the matters we're about to discuss are to be held in the highest confidence. You are not to repeat anything you're told today, not to anyone and not ever. Am I understood? We're professionals, Commander Singh, so here we get so anytime a yellow thing comes up, that means we can get a little bit of a background on it. Force Commander Davinder Singh, your company's representative from House Merrick. Hailing from Regulus, which is a planet, Force Commander Singh is known for his honesty and dedication to ensuring that his mercenaries receive a fair deal. A former covert operations specialist in SAFE's Commando Division, Singh was transferred to mercenary liaison duties after being wounded near the end of the Merrick Civil War. Merrick has a lot of Civil War problems. We know when to keep our mouths shut. Very good, Mr. Oliveira. I'll hold you to it. 6 months ago, an Andurien defense contractor, let's find out what Andurien's a planet, I'm pretty sure, founded in 2791, the Duchy Andurien. So the Duchy Andurien is a province of the Free Worlds League comprised of systems that House Merrick and House Liao have historically competed over. So those are the two superpowers. Governed by a hereditary oligarchy, overseen by House Humphreys, the duchy is known for its culture of individualism and obstructionist tendencies. 6 months ago, an Andurien defense contractor called the Black Caldera Defense. The Black Caldera Defense is a Duchy of Andurien-based think tank and weapons development program within the Free Worlds League. Black Caldera Defenses, or BDC, has a reputation for producing pie-in-the-sky technology concepts that are academically interesting but short on practicality. Notable products include the Iraq infantry rifle, the Red-Eye sensor calibration module, and the Gangplank maritime bridge layer system. No idea what any of those are. Called Black Caldera Defenses, stole a prototype BattleMech, a Raven, from Hellspawn Industrials. That's a company, definitely. Founded in 2792, Hellspawn Industrials is renowned as one of the most advanced mech foundries in the Inner Sphere, as well as the largest combat vehicle manufacturers in the Capellan Confederation. So, if you're new to BattleTech, all of the superpowers have two names. The house name, and then their national name. So the Capellan Confederation, that would be like Russia, Germany, United States of America. And then the house name is the name of the ruling class that's kind of like in a monastic, or not a monastic, a monarchic succession. It's like kings and queens. So anyways, on Cyan is a planet, I do know that. Cyan is the modern seat of power of the Capellan Confederation. During the Age of War, the former capital, Capella, was decimated. Cyan's verdant jungles and tropical locales flourished under the staunch protection of the government, despite the billions who call this planet home. So, they stole the BattleMech, a Raven, from Hellspawn Industrials on Cyan. In intervening time, they have labored on behalf of Dame Catherine Humphrey to reverse engineer it. Dame Catherine Humphrey, born in 2951, a former aerospace pilot and with the first defenders of Andurien. Dame Catherine Humphreys assumed the mantle of Duchess in 2989. Adopting a strict Andurien for Andurien stance, she has spent her tenure as head of state vigorously enforcing isolationist policies that have prioritized the duchy's individual interests above those of the Free Worlds League as a whole. So the Free Worlds League, that's the name of that particular superpowers. That's their that's their nation's name. Dame Catherine Humphreys to reverse engineer it, presumably for the benefit of the Andurien military. So between you and me, I already know what the Raven is, given that I played BattleTech for a long time. But we are basically at the point in BattleTech history where the extremely advanced Raven is just being invented. It's a brand new type. It's a new age of highly sophisticated BattleMech. Now the Capellans are laying siege to Fagerholm. Fagerholm is a dry world with large canyon systems that are the result of millions of years of erosion from the rivers that once crossed its surface. Originally a Capellan colony, it was lost to the Free Worlds League in the aftermath of the First Secession War. And they are on the verge of taking their prototype back. If they succeed, they will maintain unilateral access to the revolutionary new technologies that the Raven was built upon. For the sake of the Inner Sphere as a whole, that cannot be allowed to happen. I want you to find the Raven, recover it, and bring it back to me. So I'm going to say, what is this Raven exactly, and why is it so important? It's an electronic warfare platform in BattleMech form. Sensor disruption, ECM. ECM, electronic countermeasure suites, are technological systems intended to disrupt and jam enemy sensors, making units shielded by the ECM devices difficult or impossible to target. Most ECM technology has been lost since the fall of the Star League. Remember that ancient technology from the Star League is more advanced than what we have today. A Star League BattleMech makes a Inner Sphere, a modern day BattleMech look like, I'm about to say compare Clan Mech to a Star League mech makes a modern current day mech look like a joke. It was lost since the fall of the Star League, though less effective, bulkier, and broader spectrum communication and jamming is still employed for specific tactical situations. Sensor disruption, ECM, a whole suite of game-changing technologies, all packed into the chassis of a single high-speed scout. As I said, it's still in the prototype stage. Even the Capellans haven't actually deployed a Raven on the battlefield yet, but they will soon enough. And when that happens, we're going to need one too. So they want to fight fire with fire. If all of this is true, why would you wait until the 11th hour to do anything about it? The Duchy of Andurien is a province of the Free Worlds League. You could have deployed troops to Fagerholm months ago. If we'd known sooner, we would have acted sooner. Regrettably, neither Dame Catherine nor the Black Caldera defense saw fit to inform us of their plans. Neither did they tell us when House Liao sent a fleet to Fagerholm to reclaim its stolen property. Indeed, they've done everything they can to keep us in the dark. If it wasn't for the watchful eye of SAFE, the intelligence apparatus of House Merc. SAFE is often derided as the least effective spy agency in the Inner Sphere. The meaning of SAFE's name is shrouded in mystery. While the spelling is suggestive of an acronym, what it stands for has been lost to history. If it wasn't for the watchful eye of SAFE, we would have no idea that any of this was even happening. Okay, we understand the scenario. Tell us how we can help. I want you to locate the Raven and bring it back to me in one piece. To that end, you will rendezvous with Bravo Lance of the 5th Defenders of Andurien. Their leader, Umbra, is a niece of mine, and she has operational knowledge of Black Caldera's holdings. We've been in contact, and Umbra has agreed to turn against Dame Catherine. She and her Lance are patriots. They are known to prioritize the League as a whole over their own little corner of it. And you're sure that we could trust these people? Oh, if you're wondering who these all are, these are people from the original campaign. This is my second in command, what's his name? I think his name is David. This is Farah, who is our ship engineer. This is Sumire, our pilot, and this is Yang, our chief mech technician. As well as I trust anyone. Bravo Lance has seen the folly of Dame Catherine's ambition firsthand. 2/3 of their company has died to protect her secrets, and one of their own mechs are on the verge of falling apart. Umbra is a woman of integrity, but even if she weren't, Bravo Lance has ample motive to see this operation through. I've already agreed to repatriate them to Atreus when the job is done. I've offered them a fresh start, and they are all too eager to accept it. Atreus serves as the capital of the Free Worlds League. The government's leading intelligence agency, SAFE, calls Atreus its home, along with many other agencies and defense industries. Can't blame them for that. We'll rendezvous with Bravo Lance and see what they have to say. Very good, Commander. Bring me the Raven, and your company will be well rewarded. I'll speak to you again when the task is completed. The first mission, for your first deployment, you will take the field alongside Umbra and the rest of Bravo Lance. Together you will sweep the AO of hostiles, eliminating any Capellan units you find along the way. Bravo Lance has endured a great deal of punishment over the last few months and will need your help to come through this deployment in one piece. So it looks like this is just going to be a straight up battle. It is in an urban battlefield. I don't really care much for urban battles because I like trees for cover. So this could be a challenging battle. All right, so here is our first team. I'm sending out everybody who has told me what they want to look like. So we got Kelgas going in the Griffin. I'm going in the Crab. Scylla, who's Macronox, is going to go in the Vindicator, and Valkyrie is going in the Firestarter. So you're going to get to see two of the new mechs as well. I'll talk a little bit about the weapons as we go, but if the battle gets tough, I'm going to have to focus.
Command interface initiated.
Oh boy, a nice smoggy green city, beautiful. Here we are, Exo, scenic New Jacobstad. The shiniest combat zone on Fagerholm. I've got Bravo Lance on the comms, and their drop pods are prepared to launch. Are you reading us, Sombra? Lieutenant Genevieve Ombra Soberano. 5th Defenders of Andurien, Bravo Lance's commander. We read you, and we appreciate the assist. Our metal's been beaten to hell and back over the course of this deployment, and our meat isn't doing much better. Truth be told, I don't think we could have survived another deployment without your help. One thing I do like about BattleTech is the writing is pretty good. Your uncle Davinder had a nice thing to say about you, a woman of integrity and all that. He's an honorable man. We haven't always seen eye to eye, but he's sticking his neck out to help us, just like you are. When you're as beaten up as we are, that means a lot. Amen to that. I've been seeing double since that last head hit I took. The Conqueror's been bleeding from the ears for 3 days now. But has anyone from 5th come to relieve me? To relieve any of us? Hell no, they haven't. And so here we are again, all loaded up in these busted-ass ceramic cocoons, getting ready to slam ourselves into the ground for the 100th time. Speaking of which, watch your head, Commander. We are prepped and ready to. I can read. We've got mechs on the ground, Commander, ready to advance on the Capellans when you are. So it looks like there's gonna be a tag team battle. I will not control them. The AI will control them, and I'm probably gonna let them go in front because we don't. Okay, let's see what they're using first. So it looks like they are a Trebuchet, which is a long-range missile mech. A Spider, which is a scout mech, very much a dedicated scout. It's not a combat scout. A Javelin, which is a combat scout, and a Griffin, which is just kind of a general. Well, we have a Griffin ourselves. Okay, so as you can see in an urban battle, there's lots of streets, lots of buildings to block line of sight, some trees, but we're just going to sit here and wait. I'm going to let my allies go first. Now, we don't want them to, like, get destroyed, but I want them to take the first shots. I'll put it that way. As you can see, they haven't had time to repair. Their mechs are all partially damaged, so I want them to take no more than basically one of the initial volleys before I get in there. I just don't want to take the first shots. Okay, so let's follow up behind. Let's just kind of stay in formation. We'll stay basically right equal with them. Maybe a little bit ahead. It probably did. We haven't found any enemies yet, so we don't need to overthink where we're moving.
Position confirmed.
So our mechs are, the Firestarter is a hunter killer, which it's a very fast mech that basically kills smaller mechs. That's basically its job. It's less effective against larger mechs, but it's especially deadly against mechs with ammunition, because it's capable of blowing people's ammunition up very easily. Our navigator says, heads up, Commander, we've got drop pods. I've tracked their trajectory and marked their LZ on the screen. Capellan reinforcements, Lyrans. Looks like House Steiner has decided to join the party. I hate parties. Okay, so now a third superpower is here. It looks like the news about this mysterious Raven BattleMech is spreading. And so now it's gonna be a three-way tango, boys.
Receiving you.
So let's go ahead and get in here, and we're gonna sprint because we're not close enough to do anything. I'm okay with that because we're gonna be sprinting so far that it's gonna be hard for them to hit us. So even if they shoot at me, we're plenty evasive. Oh, a punch. Oh, that's our guy. Oh, look at that. That's a really smart attack. Not only does he punch him, but he actually gets like 5 or 6 evasion charges. Look at all that evasion he got. That's a smart move. Smart move. Took a shot on a Capellan Locust. That's fine. Got through the armor, too. He's got an armor breach. Didn't see where, though. Okay, so he took a bit of hit there. So we need to get in here and start supporting. Unfortunately, our scouts are going up so much faster that we're not able to... We're not able to get a whole lot done, basically. So, because these enemy mechs are so evasive, what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus my fire on this one because it has less evasion, and I'm going to chip its evasion down. I'm gonna walk. I'm not gonna run.
Moving to position.
Let's just. It doesn't matter that our chance to hit isn't too good. Maybe we get lucky, but we're gonna knock an evasion counter off him. Oh, it's a hit! Oh my God, we hit with our main weapon. A beautiful shot. Another hit with another PPC. Oh my God, this guy is. He's about to fall down too. Once this bar fills up, he actually falls over. So the Griffin, the way I designed it, it's a very close combat design. It's supposed to use its jump jets to kind of get up close and typically destroy smaller mechs. I didn't really design it to fight larger mechs. Oh, here comes our missile support. Or not. Okay, I guess he just chose to shoot one of his medium lasers. Thank you for that, I guess. Now, here's why I told you I love the large laser. Look at the distance between me and him. And I can still get a decent shot on him. It's a 60% shot, so it's not the best shot. But I love the large laser, because I did say I was going to talk a little bit about weapons, because it's a very flexible weapon. Oh, I hit with them both.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Oh, it's Bradford. So just like how Davinder is our House mercenary liaison, Albin Stieglitz Bradford is our Lyran Commonwealth, which is it's our House Steiner liaison. And so everyone is here now. I suggest that you vacate. I can't do a German accent. He would have a German accent. I suggest that you vacate the AO immediately, Commander. The lance I've just deployed is under orders to destroy any hostile mechs it encounters, including yours. He doesn't want to kill us just because, you know, we work together. So it's weird that, you know, like, the mercenary life, allies become enemies. Darius Oliveira says, we appreciate the warning, but we're not going anywhere. Not without the prototype, huh? I know what you're here for, Oliveira. We're on the same mission, but for different masters. I don't care what your mission is, Lyran. You aren't welcome here. Bravo Lance, light him up! See, I like how Bradford, he kind of has this no hard feelings kind of attitude, because, you know, like, I just love it. I love it. It's great. Man, whoever's piloting this spider has guts. Like, the spider is not a strong battle mech. Everyone's fighting everyone now. The Capellans are now engaging the Lyrans. Oh.
What's up, boss?
Okay, okay. Am I actually able to get into the fight here? Okay, so this is why this mech is really, really nasty. Because I told you that close combat weapons can shoot after a melee attack, and that's all the Firestarter has. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 machine guns. Also, the melee attack will remove 1 evasion counter, and let's go ahead and let him skip. I'm going to let him skip. I'm going to reserve. I just thought of that. Because my Firestarter is in no danger right now. Like, that's way too much evasion. I'm not worried about Valkyrie getting hit. Let's see what he does. Okay, so it looks like our Javelin is the laser variant, the quad medium lasers. Oh, he just did a triple shot, so he's a gunnery expert. Gunnery experts are able to shoot up to 3 different enemies at once. Now, the advantage of that is every guy that he shot loses 1 evasion counter. Light damage, not a big deal. Oh, you are going to suffer for that. Like, that was a Phoenix Hawk. Oh, man, there's a new DLC mech.
How's it going?
All right, here we go. I am going to rock'em sock'em robots right all over this guy, and we are just going to go for it. Get in there. Bam! Through the armor breach, don't know where. Light him up with the machine guns. Didn't get. So the way the machine guns work is they have a very high chance of scoring a critical hit, which a critical hit is when you hit the inner guts of a mech and destroy its guts. And so if what he hits happens to be the ammo will explode inside the mech, and that's typically like devastating. Like it's not good when the ammo blow. I think you could imagine that having the ammo blow up inside of you is probably not good. So let's go ahead up. Let's continue. Also, so this guy, well, it doesn't matter now. I'll talk about it when it's more relevant. Let's talk about weapons a little bit. So I'm going to fire 2 medium lasers and 2 SRM-6s. Lasers typically come in 3 grades: small, medium, and large. The bigger the laser, the farther it can travel before the light beam dissipates and can no longer melt metal, the more damage it does. But the heavier the weapon is, so the less things the mech can carry, and also the more heat it generates. SRM stands for short-range missile. They are dumbfire missiles. They do not lock on. You just kind of spray them out there. The 6 tells you that the launcher is a pod of 6 missiles. So altogether, we're going to be firing 2 medium lasers, 2 SRM-6s, which means we're about to volley him with 12 missiles.
Roger that.
And the building... Oh,
Critical hit, Commander.
don't know if anyone was in it, but there goes the building. When a building collapses, it creates cover. If we get inside the rubble, it will give us... Oh my God! Big volley of missiles on that Jenner. I'm gonna get in here and... let's probably keep going after the Javelin. So here comes the large lasers. Large laser, like I said, beautiful weapon. Easily recognized by its the bright blue beam.
Enemy mech destroyed.
It's not the deadliest weapon, but you could kind of consider it like an assault rifle in like a military video game. It's like the standard BattleMech kind of like everyday kind of weapon. Like it's a weapon that like would be it's a very common weapon for BattleMechs to carry. So let's see, the Vindicator needs a good target. I'm probably going to go after this. So the way we want to eliminate the enemies, we don't want one side to gain too big of an advantage. So let's start shooting at someone else. Like basically, we want it to be an even fight between the enemies so that they bicker amongst each other more. But I think I'm going to continue going after this Javelin, just because we have a cleaner shot on it. So now we're firing the PPC and an LRM-5. LRM, long-range missile 5. 5 means that's the size of the launcher. Shoots 5 missiles. PPC fires an arcing bolt of like basically ionized lightning. It's the most recognized way. It's basically the mascot of weapons in BattleTech.
Okay, I'm on it.
A solid hit, got through the armor there. And this guy's like a karate master. He is just going in there. Who is that? That's the commander. The commander is in the scout mech. How interesting that the commander would choose to go in like the smallest mech. What is the Jenner doing? What are you doing? He's retreating. He didn't attack. Okay, we're gonna rock and sock him robots with somebody, I think. Okay, yeah, I am gonna do that. All right.
Bye.
So this mech does a ton of damage if we can find the right target. So what I want to do is, I think I could jump over here. Yeah, so I want to target the enemy's rear armor, so this mech has 6 jump jets. 6 is, because if you're wondering, is that a lot? Yes, 6 is a lot. So the more jump jets you have, the farther you could jump. And so that's what makes this mech so awesome, is you could jump into any position. So now I'm behind him, and now I can take a shot on his rear armor with all of my machine guns. And see, we scrambled him up his guts and we destroyed one of his heat sinks. That's not good because this mech has a tendency to run hot, and so losing even one heat sink is going to make a difference on it. Also, that big jump means that this mech is still very evasive, and this mech could just hop over. It's the fire starter is such a huge pain to deal with.
By.
Great mech though. I love the fire starter. Like, just because it's a smaller mech does not mean it's a bad mech. We are going to get a little closer to the fight here because I want to make sure I'm in range. Let's go ahead and I'm not sure who I'm going to shoot at here. Okay, let's shoot at the Phoenix Hawk because we need to take down a Lyran Commonwealth mech.
Fire in a full
Oh man, he felt that wave of missiles there. See, so there's so little cover. There's like no cover to get into, so like everyone is like exposed. Like he's just on the street right now. Let me see what I can do. So I've got a blocked shot here. You can tell because the red line is getting cut off. But my gunnery skill is still really high, so it's not going to matter. Cut his arm off. The Phoenix Hawk is a really elegant looking mech. I'm sure a lot of you guys will think it's really cool looking. It's also one of the unseen mechs. It was originally, there was a copyright dispute over it.
Yep.
And so it became known as one of the unseen. I think there's like 15 unseen mechs. And they're called the unseen because, so jump jets are gonna be awesome here. Jumping on this building means I'm gonna have this commanding view of the battlefield. And also I get the huge height bonus, accuracy bonus, so let's just go ahead and let him have it here. We do generate a good bit of heat from this, but that's okay. His vector thrust kit, that's a unique item specific to the Phoenix Hawk, was destroyed. This mech is going down. Get ready for more company, Commander. More, oh wow. We've got an inbound Capellan drop pod, Liao drop pod, so another wave of mechs. That's fine though, we're in really good shape. Like we are doing really good. Punches him right in his back. Like, talk about a sucker. It really is a sucker punch. He knocked him down. He sucker punched him and he fell down. That's hilarious. Taking a shot at me, but I'm in cover, so that's fine. Oh no, that's one of my guys.
Ready for orders.
Okay, so let's go. So like I said, this mech is really, I think we can knock him over. No, we can't knock him over. So we're gonna continue. Like once the fire starter has its hands on you, it's so hard to get away from him. No matter where he goes, I can just hop behind him and just keep drilling through his rear armor with my machine guns. So we just destroyed his small laser and his other vectored thrust kit. So he lost both of his like special jump jets have been destroyed. Stepping on him, giving him the big boot. That mech is down, man. We're doing excellent. I'm really, I mean, like something bad could always happen, but we're doing really good. So I want to, how strong is this building? This building has 60 health. I might destroy this building that he's sitting on.
Move into position.
Yeah, let's destroy this building.
Copy that.
So the building will collapse, which should do some damage to him.
Flatten that
Oh
one.
yeah, fall damage. So we just flatten the building on him. And the Jenner falls down. Oh no, he fell down because of like the building collapse. Oh my God, I'm gonna pinch him. Can I pinch him? Oh, I can't get to him. No, that's the perfect attack too. Okay, so we're gonna move into the rubble. So we actually get protection because it counts as cover. And now I am just, oh my God, look at the damage on the, oh, that was so good. Goodbye. All weapons, full power. That's the end of them.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Okay, the trebuchet. Letting them have it with the missiles. Oh, man, I mean, go team! The team! The team! Look out, people. We got another Liao reinforcement lance. Is that two more lances or one lance? Or is he just reacting to the same lance? Okay. So, let's reserve. Okay, no, they haven't. Okay, we haven't detected them. Let's reform our ranks and also cool our mechs down.
On my way.
Let's jump down from here. Don't need to be here. I might perch over here just to get the accuracy bonus. Look how far the fire starter can run as well. It's a beautiful light mech. I mean, it's actually kind of an ugly mech. It's a. Let's get a good. Oh, it's our allies' turret. It's a kind of ugly looking. It's kind of like an AK-47. It's like got a kind of rugged industrial ugliness to it, but its ugliness is also kind of cool. It's ugly in kind of a cool way, or at least I think so. Okay, we don't know what we're dealing with, but we've got two mechs on our sensors. I'm going to reserve because let's let them go ahead and make their moves. What do we got? Still can't see anything. Okay. My turn, huh? Okay, I guess we're going in. So let's have the Vindicator hop up here. Oh, we can't. Darn.
Yeah, Commander.
I guess we'll just charge into combat then.
Let's move.
Okay, what do we got? They brought a Shadowhawk, and I think that's an urban mech. I need to confirm it, though. So we revealed him. That means our ally is actually able to take shots, so that's perfect. We're spotting for our ally. Urban mech. Yeah, we got an Urby. Which Urby is this? The AC-10 version, and a standard Shadowhawk.
What's up, boss?
That's not bad. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not concerned with this group of enemies at all.
Confirmed.
Let's go ahead and shoot at the Shadowhawk because our accuracy is better because it's closer to us.
Acknowledged.
Spraying missiles all over him. Here comes our the Trebuchet is a fire support mech, so it carries just like huge volley of missiles there. Like it will quickly wear you down. Like you can't just let that Trebuchet continue to volley you like that. It'll wear you down. I have the option to either go for the Shadowhawk or the Urban Mech. I think I'm going to go for the Urban Mech just because it is a more fragile mech, and I want to get this AC-10. And the AC-10 is... It's a pretty strong weapon. Like, it's basically like, once again, you could kind of consider it as like a mech rifle. Like, it's like it's kind of the standard weapon. If you compare it to a foot soldier, it would be kind of like a battle rifle. I mean, it's a cannon, so it's more like a tank shell. But just to kind of give you an idea, like from a foot soldier kind of perspective, like the AC-10 is just kind of like that, just that heavy-duty rifle, just like really reliable, heavy damage.
Orders?
And I believe I'm gonna go Rock'em Sock'em Robots. No, I'm gonna jump behind him. Like this, and target his rear armor. The reason I'm gonna do that is because he has a little bit of defense from hunkering down. That does nothing from a rear attack. Goes past any bonus defenses you have.
Roger.
So we're gonna start chewing them up. What is he doing? Did he just skip his... What did he do? I don't understand what he did. Let's take out the Urban Mech.
Roger.
Let's just knock it out of the fight. Like I said, I want to get that AC-10 out of here.
Let's see how you like this.
Okay, so let's talk about weapons. So AC stands for autocannon. It's basically a tank, kind of like a tank cannon. It's a self-loading tank shell. And the number does not tell you how many shots are fired. It's kind of a caliber thing. So there's AC-2, AC-5, AC-10, and AC-20. The bigger the number, the bigger the caliber. Oh, if only I could get a little bit closer, I'd be able to shoot my small lasers. But this is fine. We'll let him have it. Don't know why he chose to guard like that. I'm a little bit confused by that choice. Oh my god, nasty volley of LRMs.
Yep.
I'm gonna hop up here just for the... Oh, can I not jump on this building? Oh, okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and get into position then. We still have the height advantage here, so I should get at least a small... Yeah, look at this. We're getting... So we're getting a -1 weapon difficulty due to our elevation, so that's fine. The Shadowhawk is definitely taking a beating, though. It is a fairly well-armored mech. Oh, we're hitting him. I mean, we're hammering the guy.
Good to go.
Let's Rock'em Sock'em Robots on him. From behind, we're gonna punch his butt. Punch his butt! Bam! Oh, we got through his rear armor. I saw the orange numbers. Something's shy. I'm hitting some of his. I'm hitting something important. I see the orange numbers. Oh god, his armor is finally weakening. Side torso destroyed. That means the armor's gone. I think he lost his missile launcher. Where's he going? What are you doing? Oh, he's just kind of running away. He's a coward. But now I can fire all my weapons at him because I'm in close range. So the small laser, just because it has the word small, it actually hits really hard for how tiny. It does a lot of damage for a weapon of its size. So like that's going to be a really painful attack. Unfortunately, I can't pitch him because he jumped up here.
Commander?
It's such a clean fight. Yeah, it's
On the move.
this operation went so cleanly. Oh man, just completely destroyed. Left leg, left torso, left arm, just completely shredded the left side of the Shadowhawk. And then the fall knocked the pilot out, so we didn't even need to take the pilot out. That means because the mech is basically functional, the core didn't overload, we can get 3 parts of salvage, which is a full battle mech from that, because we basically deactivated the mech by knocking the pilot out. The AO is clear, everybody. All hostiles down. Oh, thank the gods for that. I get demonetized. What a crap show this is. The first House Liao kicks in our door, then House Steiner comes flying in. What's next? The damn Fed Rats. Fed Rats? That's usually a Liao term. No, he's talking about the Federated Commonwealth, though. Or the Federated Sons. Not if I can help it. We're gonna find the Raven, grab it, and wipe out every trace of Black Caldera's research project. If there's nothing on Fagerholm worth fighting over, the great houses will pack up their toys and go home. Incoming message. So Marina Liao, now if you guessed the name, her last name is Liao, so if you guessed she is our House Liao, our Capellan Confederation liaison, then you're right. So Marina Liao says, Commander Fox, please contact me when you reach a safe altitude. We need to talk. I like Marina Liao a lot. She's a very tough but honest woman.
Mission successful.
Like, she's not as, she doesn't flaunt her nobility around like some of the other commanders do. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the salvage. Oh my God. So much salvage. I want the Phoenix Hawk. Give me a piece of the Phoenix Hawk. That's a DLC mech. We gotta have it. Even though, so here's the thing. We could get all 3 pieces of the Shadowhawk and immediately complete the Shadowhawk, but I want the Phoenix Hawk so bad. We're gonna, so okay. We get to pick 3 loot and we get to get 12 random loot. There's still a chance that we will randomly get the Shadowhawk. It's not a super good chance, but there's a chance. Oh, we got it. We got it, boys. All right, prototype. Second part of the mission, high orbit over Fagerholm. So, looks like we're privately talking with Miss Liao. Thank you for speaking to me, Commander. Under ordinary circumstances, I wouldn't reach out to a mercenary in the employ of a rival state, but we're living in extraordinary times. Wait, where's the continue button? What can we do for you, Lady Marina? So, Lady Marina Liao, your company's representative from House Liao. While she bears the Liao name, Lady Marina is far removed from the line of succession. A former mech warrior, she served as an adjunct to McCarran's armored cavalry. Oh, she served under the Big Mac during their campaigns under House Davion. As such, she understands that mercenaries are vital to the survival of the Capellan Confederation. So, House Liao is the side that's kind of on the losing side, and as a result, they're very cunning. They're very cunning and ruthless, which is why they're developing this kind of unfair cyber warfare battle mech, because they're looking to fight asymmetrically, because they're on the losing side right now. One of my lieutenants spotted you fighting alongside a detachment of 5th Defenders of Andurien. While I'm sure you fought honorably, the cause you're supporting is anything but honorable. The Duchy of Andurien stole something of great value from House Liao, and we want it back. I will pay you a great deal of money to recover our asset and return it to me. We get it, Lady Marina, and as to your offer, we'll think about it. See that you do. If you return what's ours, I'll pull the CCAF. That should be Capellan Confederation Armed Forces? Yep. Capellan Confederation Armed Forces, or the CCAF, is the military of the Capellan Confederation. They are known for being professional and competent, but often forced to fight defensive actions against impossible odds. As I said, they are the side that's losing. I'll pull the CCAF out of Fagerholm now and forevermore. You will receive generous compensation for your services, of course, money, political asylum for your Andurian friends, whatever you may need. Consider my offer, Commander. I don't want your blood on my hands. Oh, getting a little passive-aggressive. I know that she's just saying, she's trying to show that she's really serious about it. Lucian Peregrine Green, he's one of the 5th Bravo guys. You lead an interesting life, Commander. We military types don't get the luxury of negotiating our op fours. They usually skip the preamble and jump straight into the senseless violence. You could always go mercenary when this is all over. Speaking of which, let's talk about what comes next. What comes next is simple. We find out where Black Caldera is keeping its stolen prototype. I can tell you how to do that, but there's something I'm going to need for you in return. It isn't enough to steal the Raven for House Merrick. We also need to wipe out every trace of Black Caldera's reverse engineering project. As long as it exists, the Great Houses will tear Fagerholm apart to get it. Okay, I see. So this Black Caldera company, they must have captured the Raven, and they are trying to basically figure out how the Capellans created it, and they probably want to create their own version of it. That isn't what our client is paying us for. We're here to steal a Raven, not stop a war. Well, that's too bad, because you can't get the Raven without our help, and we won't lift a finger if you won't help us protect our home. You won't, huh? Odd stance to take for a bunch of soldiers who just agreed to turn against their own government. We agreed to help We agreed to help my Uncle Davinder's... Wait. We agreed to my Uncle Davinder's deal because Dame Catherine's actions are putting the Andurien people at risk. We are the goddamn defenders of Andurien. We swore an oath to protect the system, and we're gonna do it, even if it means kicking House Humphreys right in the ass. Our lances can help one another accomplish these goals, or they can go it alone and fail. It's your choice, Commander. House Humphreys. Often credited with the founding of the Free Worlds League, House Humphreys now rules over its ancestral world, the Duchy of Andurien. Located along the rimward border of the League, rimward means closer to the periphery of the inner sphere, so the edge of the inner sphere. Border with the League. Adjacent to the Magistrate of Canopus, the Duchess Catherine Humphreys leader of House Humphreys is extremely independent and is often directly opposed to the Captain General of the League, invoking the Home Defense Act to prevent the League from requisitioning Andurien's military forces. You've got a deal. If you help us get the Raven, we'll help you destroy Black Caldera's reverse engineering project. I'm glad we see eye to eye. Frankly, we're going to need the help. As you saw in the last deployment, this project is bringing all the great houses out of the woodwork. Speaking of which, we've got Shugo Yamaguchi on the line. He wants to talk something about a tremendous offer he has for his favorite. Okay, Shugo Yamaguchi, he's my favorite of the mercenary. Bob Carita, oh man, you guys Shugo Reynold Yamaguchi, your company's representative from House Carita, which is the Draconis Combine. Ronald Yamaguchi is, in a word, an embarrassment. The only purpose to warfare, as he sees it, is to maintain the position of House Carita and its branch families, especially his own. On his home world, he's known for throwing lavish parties and entertaining diplomats far and wide. Scored for his frivolities, he has been assigned as a mercenary liaison as a form of punishment, but he's adapted to the position with remarkable aplomb. I love Shugo Yamaguchi. He's my favorite character in this game. He wants to talk. Okay, a simple recovery mission, he says. Take a message. We've got work to do. You're damn right you do, Commander. I'm sending you the details on a Black Caldera convoy. If you hit it, you should find the intel we're looking for. The location of the prototype Raven and I'm still laughing. The prototype Raven and the coordinates of the Black Caldera's R&D facility. Bravo, Lance, you're with me. We'll be keeping the Capellans off Commander's back. We all know what to do, so let's get it done. Good hunting, Bravo, Lance. We'll catch up with you on the other side. Okay, so Prototype, Chapter 2. According to Umbra, a Black Caldera convoy has been scheduled to pass through the Badlands north of New Jacobstad. Engage the convoy and destroy it. Bravo Lance will then interface with the command vehicle's black box to obtain the location of the Raven prototype, as well as the R&D facility that has been used to reverse engineer it. Okay, I am not a huge fan of convoy ambushes. I find them to be a bit challenging. Like, they can be a bit rough. We're fighting in a Badlands, so it's going to be a little bit hotter. We also need to be a little bit on the quick side. So let's bring some more people in. I'm gonna let Ugly Gang and I'll let Johnny Syme come in. And otherwise, this is gonna stay the same. I'll let Deadlock come in as she's kind of like the second in command right now, since she has to be in first. So let's go ahead and join.
Command interface.
All right, here we are. Okay, Commander, according to Umbra, the convoy will be carrying a black box with data on the locations of the stolen Raven and Black Caldera Defense's secret R&D lab. I'd expect any vehicle carrying such valuable intel to be well defended, so keep your eyes open. We've never gone up against Black Caldera's security team, and we don't know what they're likely armed with. The odds are high that any transport will will issue a distress call. You're going to want to bug out quick after you get what you came for. So I'm marking an evac zone on your map. Make your way there after you finish the job. So what makes convoy missions really annoying is like you're outnumbered a good bit in a convoy mission, because the convoy isn't like, it's typically not just a bunch of like helpless APCs. They're typically like combat vehicles. So you have the escort and the vehicles shooting at you. It can get rough.
I've got eyes on the target.
Roger.
Okay, so we found a vehicle. The way I like to do these kinds of missions is I like to have two faster mechs, which are designed to ensure that the convoy doesn't escape, and then two tougher mechs, which begin engaging the enemy defenses. Okay. Wow. See that? Look how many enemies and we don't have backup. We don't have Bravo Company. So we have at least two convoy vehicles. I imagine there's probably two more back here. And look, it's a full lance of mechs. So we have to fight a full lance of mechs plus the convoy itself.
I live to serve.
So let's go ahead and reserve. I actually want them to come closer to me. And the thing is, we can't play too defensively. Here's the denial zone right here. That's like maybe 3 turns at the most. Let's let them all make their moves. Yep, here's more convoy vehicles. We're basically just reserving down to Initiative 1 to ensure everyone goes.
Commander.
And, crap, we have to cut these vehicles off. So I'm just going to keep sprinting. Let's see what we found. Okay, so good news. This mobile HQ pretty much is nothing more than a simple APC. This thing is not, though. It's a Gallant. It's got an AC. Ooh, man, that thing has nasty equipment. A Gallant assault, urban assault vehicle. Wow, that's a nasty vehicle. We got a Commando, too. Okay, good. So that the escorts aren't as deadly as I was thinking they might have been. How far can I jump? Not far enough. We need to get closer.
Orders.
I am not in range. Okay, so it looks like we're still closing the distance.
Full throttle.
The good news is that we have a lot of evasion,
Waiting for orders.
and that means we are pretty unlikely to...
Double time.
You know, we're not going to take any... If we take damage, it's just going to be little scrapes and scratches here and there. That's a miss. Now, on the other hand, they do have 8 people, so they could shred my, my evasion counters. See, just 1 or 2 missile hits, not a big deal. A Panther could get a lucky hit. I think he did. I'm not sure what he... Did he hit? I think it was a miss. So it looks like it's a light lance. That's another miss. But like I said, see, he's chipping away my evasion. Commando? He didn't have line of sight.
Orders?
Okay. We're gonna reserve, because I don't know what that thing is there. Okay, it's that vehicle. That's fine. Okay, I'm gonna try to squish this vehicle.
Ready for orders.
Okay, you can do it. Squish the hit the vehicle's rear armor where it's the weakest with a melee attack. Bonus damage against vehicles with a melee attack. Good.
Target damage. Concentrate your fire and bring it down.
Can't let him get away. Striker with the Striker Narc. Oh, God, he attached the Narc beacon. So when a Narc beacon is attached, missiles are deadlier. So we gotta... how do we want to handle this? Do any of you... Okay, I think I got an idea.
Standing by.
I'm gonna hop behind this commando into cover. Like this.
Lifting off.
So if they shoot me, I got a bit of cover. I'm gonna spend some of our resolve for a high accuracy rear armor shot on his ammo. So I'm gonna go for, I'm gonna try to get an ammo explosion on him.
Let's see. I like this.
Ah, we didn't get it. We did get through his armor though. So he probably took a decent amount of damage from that. Oh, there's no cover anywhere. It's so sad. What is that? That's an SRM carrier. That has to die immediately. SRM carriers are extremely deadly. That thing has to... Look at all the SRMs. Remember, every one of those 6s is a pod of 6 missiles. That it has to go right now.
Engaging target.
Good. Like it just has to die. You don't understand. It must die.
What's up,
Like
Bob?
that thing will shred us. Okay, let's see. Crap. Got some decisions to make here. And I don't like any of them, to be completely frank. Let's just attack this.
Aye, aye.
We'll just... So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna shoot at whatever we have good numbers on. Okay.
Let's hit him.
Damage wasn't as good as I thought it would be, but that's because we missed one of our medium lasers. That's a huge miss. Terrible, terrible choice of who to shoot at. Terrible choice. Okay. How do we want to do this? How do we want to do this? We're going to reserve. We'll let them move again. I'll let them make it. Let's let them make their moves. Oh, he missed with the large laser. That's good. And then his other light mech moves. Terrible shot. Stupid to shoot at the fire starter. As you can tell, I'm a lot more serious. This is a much trickier battle.
Waiting for orders.
I think we need to go after a vehicle. Okay, let's try to stomp through his side armor.
Engaging.
Yes! Oh, I wasn't sure if that would work. I didn't know. I wasn't completely confident about his melee strength.
Junkyard.
Okay, we can't let the Gallant get away. Oh, yeah, we suffered a head injury. Okay, so he's gonna need to recover. We can't let the Gallant get away, but I'm pretty sure. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Okay, so which of them has the rear armor damage? You do. Now, fortunately, Deadlock it actually has jump jets, so we can hop right over here.
Jumping.
And even though our shot isn't that great, we can go. Let's go ahead and spend it, and let's just go for rear center armor.
Hear it.
Got him! And destroying that mech will basically refund us our it's going to refund us the resolve that we spent. So that worked out just fine. I believe I'm going to pinch this guy. No. I think what I'm going to do. What if I go after the vehicle? How much armor do you have? 360? No, I'm not going to worry about it. Let's continue focusing on. Actually, I am going to pinch him. I'm literally going to pinch his butt. I'm literally going to pinch his rear armor. Let's do it.
Engaging.
Nope.
Okay, I missed. No. Well, we still got through his armor somewhere.
Receiving you.
What is this? The fire starter? Okay, the fire starter. Your job is to squish this guy. The fire starter is so good at melee combat. You will not survive this.
Locked on for physical attack.
Oh, but the machine guns will finish you. There we go.
Time to bug out.
There we go.
Get to the LZ, folks.
There we go. That's what I thought. Oh, he hit with a PPC. Ow.
Not much armor left in that location.
But now it's too late. Like, oh my God, we played that so. Oh man, I'm feeling really good right now, boys. I'm feeling good.
Affirmative.
Okay, so we have full resolve. Okay, so it looks like my small lasers actually went through mainly his. Wow, perfect! It went through mainly his rear center armor.
Targeted for an out.
Oh, is that? Yeah, I thought that'd be enough. It's too late. I've thinned your numbers out.
Systems holding.
What do you need?
I thinned your numbers out. It's too late. You know what? I'm just gonna punch this guy's butt.
Moving out.
Oh, through the armor. I don't know what we're gonna hit. I can't see. This bush is in the way. We hit something. We hit his SRM.
Ready for orders.
Let's just beat this guy up. To be completely honest, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna bully this guy. We're overheating though, so let's take our medium lasers off. And the SRMs still do a lot of damage, and they don't generate as much heat. But we can still shoot them and kind of cool down a little bit. I'm gonna pinch him as well. Actually, I think I'm just gonna shoot him. I want to get just in range to fire all 4 of my weapons.
All weapons committed.
There we go. That ought to cut through his leg armor a bit. Okay, we got this in the bag. Rear attack. Oh, did he actually make contact?
Armor blow through.
Did he make contact with the PPC? Yes, he did. Wow.
Waiting for orders.
That's aggravating. I wasn't expecting that. He got some. Well, I mean, I guess it goes both ways. I'm not going to call it lucky. Like, he's bound to hit eventually. I'm going to go ahead and let the commando move. I want to see what he's doing. Okay, armor's holding. Good shot though. He did a lot. Lots of hits there. What is? Okay, let's just get behind him. Actually, I'm just gonna have you fall back. And the reason for that is I don't want to take any more damage because I don't know when I'm not gonna be able to repair. Because they did warn us about that. I'm not sure. Let's do someone else. Where's the... Here we go. We're gonna jump behind him.
Got it.
I'm gonna spend some resolve for precision strike on his center torso. And this guy, he's toast. I would be surprised if he lives through this. Yep, that's the end of him. Such a good mech. Despite being a smaller mech, such a good mech. Amazing mech. Highly recommend if you're playing the game. Go for a fire starter.
Engaging target.
Like, you wouldn't think the machine guns are that good just because, oh god, little dinky machine guns. You know, just get behind them and shred that rear armor.
Firing all weapons.
This is the end of him, boys. He's run out of bodies. They've run out of people to send at me. Now we will bully side him.
Reporting. Heavy damage.
Everybody, melee attack! Bully him!
I waited.
Bam! Bully him. Oh, we can still do it. Bully him.
Confirmed.
Bam!
For a physical attack.
And then the machine guns. Not nearly as good when they're in cover. Bully him. Pinch his butt. Bully him. Yes! Pinch his butt! Well, pinch his arm.
Receiving you.
Whatever. Just shoot him. Shoot him from here. Shoot him with everything. Spraying the missile. Wow, just completely shredded the mech there. There's like nothing left. Convoy down, Commander. I've been in touch with Bravo Lancer. They're on their way to collect the data. They'll contact as soon as we reach a safe cruising altitude. We can discuss the next steps from there. Okay.
Mission successful.
That went a few plans that went correctly, like really salvaged that from getting messy. Damage report. Looks like, yeah, this mech will need some repairs, unfortunately. Ooh, look at this. Decent quality. Like those pluses mean it's a much more high grade one. Ooh, give me these. Give me those. Give me this as well. 2 out of 3 means basically we have 2 of the 3 parts. We could sell the Commando. We don't need it. We're gonna sell it off. We got some like high grade weapons there, or like, you know, like Prototype Chapter 3. We're getting an incoming message from Bravo Lance Commander. They say it's urgent. I'm putting them on the view screen now. Commander, we've recovered the data, but the Capellans, they must have followed us to the AO. They jumped us, caught us on our unprotected flank. We ate a full alpha strike from a lance of brawlers. Brawlers are basically like, it's a lot of the mechs we're using, just really aggressive, close the distance, close range mechs. Umbra took the brunt of it. Half a dozen AC-10 shots, all unloaded in the blink of an eye. Her cockpit cracked like a soft-boiled egg. She didn't make it. She's gone. We're sorry for your loss, Bravo Lance. We're sorry, too. She pulled us all out of the crap more times than I could count. She's the one who connected us with Force Commander Singh. We'd still be fighting on Dame Catherine's behalf if Umbra hadn't opened our eyes to the truth. Hell, in all likelihood, we'd all be dead in a ditch by now. We can't bring Umbra back, but we can finish what she started. So first, we're gonna do our job, and then we're gonna do right by you. We haven't forgotten our promise to help you destroy the project data for the Raven. Good. We haven't forgotten our vow either. We're doing this for our home and our people. Black Caldera, Dame Catherine, and all the great houses can go straight to hell. Let's get to it then. We've got 2 different combat drops to plan, and we need to carry them out as soon as possible. Roger that. I guess I'll lead with the good news. We've got the location of both the Raven and Black Caldera's reverse engineering project. They're in the vicinity of New Jacobstead, an old armory and a hardened R&D facility, respectively. Now here's the bad news. They're both heavily defended, and any attack on one will prompt the other to go into a state of high alert. Sounds like we're going to have to do these drops simultaneously then. So these are the 2 simultaneous drops. Yeah, but you can't see. Yeah, but we can't. See, we couldn't find any specifics about the armory. We know they've got mechs in the area, but we can't put a number on it. The R&D lab, on the other hand, is extremely well documented. They've got a monstrous amount of indirect fire coverage, a whole phalanx of missile turrets, trebuchets, and LRM carriers. A hostile lance couldn't even get close to those Black Caldera defenses without pounding it flat. A hostile lance couldn't even get close without Black Caldera's defenses pounding it flat. They're basically saying it has a buttload of long-range missiles. Okay, so how do we get around that? With the Raven. We need to use it if we want to get through this in one piece. In theory, the prototype Raven's electronics warfare suite can prevent nearby LRM launchers from establishing target locks. No target lock, no indirect fire. Basically, like I said, the Raven's a highly sophisticated cyber warfare machine, and one of its features is the ability to make itself invisible to sensors. Like, you could still physically see it with your eyes, but any electronic scanner just doesn't see it. Of course, stealing the Raven will trigger the aforementioned high alert. They'll be ready for incoming hostiles. Thankfully, Black Caldera doesn't know that Bravo Lance is hostile yet. But as far as they're concerned, we're the good guys, the defenders of Andurien. They'll tolerate us in their AO, even after the alarm bells start ringing. Hell, they'll probably even welcome us with open arms. That warm reception will ice over as soon as you make an aggressive move. Of course it will, but we should be okay to loiter around near the lab until one of your mech warriors can meet us with the Raven. Then we'll all go in together, and the Raven will reduce their offensive capabilities to wet noodle status. Well, that's the theory anyways. Sounds like a plan is as good a plan as any. You scout out Black Caldera's R&D lab, we'll hit the armory, liberate the Raven, and bring it to you. And then we'll blow the lab to hell together. Of course, without Umbra, we'll need a voice on the comms to give us guidance. That's you, Commander. Assuming you're up to it, of course. You don't need to worry about Commander Fox or any member of this or any other member of this company. We've got you covered. Let's get out there and do this. The sooner that we take this mech, the sooner we can blow it up that base. And the sooner we do that, the sooner we can put an end to what's happening here. Well, here's Prototype Chapter 3, and honestly, we've hit like basically an hour of recording, so I'm going to cut it short here. I thought I would be able to do the whole Flashpoint in one, but you can tell there's a lot of story and whatnot, so it's like, you know, there's just a lot going on. But yeah, we'll finish it up in part 2. Like these Flashpoints, they're really interesting. I'm into it. I'm into the story. I'm into, even though I've done it all before. Well, not all of them. There are some Flashpoints I didn't get to, and some of them were locked behind special requirements, but I don't remember like the dialogue of the story that well, so it's interesting. Anyways, let me know what you think down in the comment section. You got to see a slightly more complicated battle where I actually have to, you know, sit forward and pay attention to what I'm doing. But you tell me what you think, fellow mercenaries, down in the comment section. Like this video if it was entertaining, subscribe for future BattleTech DLC career. And, wait, what else do I say? Oh yeah, and of course remember that you don't have to be good to get good.